All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to my show. Holy cow, you are here early. What's up with that? So, yesterday somebody told me that I should give wrenches out to people who are loyal subscribers. And so I am giving out one right now. If this stops moving, moderator. Somebody went for coffee and just came back, was here for the pre-party. Woo! Good morning, everybody. So he will start typing and go, oh, that's what's gonna happen. Somebody got a wrench this morning, and that is my way for saying thank you to people who show up for my live stream. Um, so Bubba Shipes, thank you so much for being here and grabbing your coffee at the same time as me this morning. So enough about you. Let's get on with this party. So we were talking about this yesterday, and look what is a trending topic today. McColligan, Macaulay Culkin, yes, I suck with names, is a trending topic. 25,000 people are talking about it this morning. How very, very amazing. I'm ahead of the curve. So you're in the right spot. So I just had to stop there for a quick moment. I thought we would get that out of the way because I did not know that I was on top of my game. So we talked about this yesterday, and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to say about this pillow, but it's a Christmas pillow. And if you know anything about Home Alone, his parents left him at home by himself. And let me check on my streaming because this is something I have to do better. Yes, I've got sound. Woohoo! Awesome. But his parents left him at home, and all these burglars were trying to break into the house while they were away, and he made it difficult. And he posted a picture yesterday where he was like, "This is what Home Alone would look like now," which was just awesome. So gone with him. That has nothing to do with crypto. So today's community spotlight is on Lionel. I haven't heard from him, which is really frustrating me because he was going to flirt with the nurses yesterday at the hospital, and I don't know if he hooked up. But nonetheless, Lionel is constantly out there giving us the down with Bitcoin memes, and today his attention is on the WireX card, I believe it is. I have to take a closer look. I did not look. Yep, I think it's the WireX card. Cut it up, he says. Nonetheless, Lionel, I hope you join. I hope you tell us what is up, my friend. Let's keep going. And earlier in this stream, I'm not sure where it is. I don't know how I got there, but in stalking his stream, I found this, and this browser has not been working with me today. So I thought this was really cool because I think it was from him, but usually when I go and find a XRP community spot person to put in the spotlight each day, I go and stalk their stream and then go down a small rabbit hole. And this is one article that I found. I tried to pay with Bitcoin at a Mexico City bar, and it didn't go well. After 10 years, Bitcoin is still searching for practical applications. And this was Tommy B. Lee, right? Oh, I almost thought it was like somebody that I really love, and it's not. I don't think it is. I've got to click into this and make sure I'm right. Um, nope, it's not. Yes, Tom Bernard Shaw, I believe is his name. He is the creator, I think I have this right, of the O'Reilly book series. He was the first person to create books for open source software. And I love them. They're just so beautiful. They're great books. But enough about him, right? Let's go back to Tommy B. Lee, who says, I traveled to Mexico City last week and to have a relaxing vacation with my wife, not to find stories for Ars Technica, but our Airbnb apartment happened to be around the corner from a bar called Bitcoin Embassy. How could I not check it out? Yeah, I would have been there too. The bar included a Bitcoin ATM that let users trade physical cash for Bitcoins and vice versa. There are more than 5,000 Bitcoin ATMs like this around the world. Bitcoin Embassy offered 10% discount if I paid for my tab in Bitcoin. So I inserted a 500 peso note, about $25, into the machine, I downloaded a Bitcoin wallet app for the Google Play Store to my Pixel smartphone. It generated an address for receiving the funds and displayed the QR code, blah, blah, blah. Um, let's get to the real meat here. There was just one problem. My wallet app didn't show any Bitcoin as being received. We sat down at the bar and ordered drinks and pizza while we waited for the Bitcoins to arrive. By the time we finished our food, the app still showed Bitcoin balance of 0. So we already know how this story ends. So we will just leave this article. Um, Great story though of how slow Bitcoin is. But if we, oh, wrong spot. But if we go over here to something that Tiffany Hayden posted in April, buying beer with XRP. I have dreamed of this day. This user used the XRP tip bot and the payment was received faster than I could adjust my camera to view the app on his screen. We Swind and XRP Labs is our superheroes. So, just another positive sign that XRP moves faster than Bitcoin and that it is revolutionizing payments. So let's keep going. I've got all of my tabs like in a hot mess today. Um, so this was another one that I thought was interesting. Ripple gets new supporters. Tron owners exchange their tokens to XRP. I actually did not read this, but I wanted to. I was actually up late last night. I'm going to talk about that towards the end. But Ripple gets new supporters. Tron owners exchange their tokens to XRP. Ripple XRP gets new supporters quite regularly given the excellent functionality. Experts point to that more and more users are becoming members of the Ripple XRP community. Supporters of the project emphasize the high potential for cryptocurrency. Some cases of this are particularly significant. Therefore, Tron holders began to exchange their TRX for XRP tokens. I did that a long time ago. I don't know why they're doing it now. I actually got out way back in the beginning when they plagiarized. I found out that their white paper was plagiarized. I was like, this don't fly. This don't fly. I'm out. Sorry, Aaron. I was out. I kept like 500 just so I could be supportive to my friend who was like a Tron diehard. Um, but more and more we see people seeing the light and coming over to the XRP community, which is really awesome for us because it means our community is growing stronger and we have more influencers out there speaking the words of how of XRP and how great it was, how great it is. The one that really got me last year was when the guy from CNBC came over, Rand Nand or whatever his name is. He has the crypto trader show on CNBC, and I was just really excited when he started, speaking the great news about XRP. So yes, we're getting supporters. People are talking about people from Tron coming over to XRP. Positive news within the crypto community instead of people lashing out and being mean to us. Nothing like being the smart kid. You know what this reminds me of, and I just thought about this. It's like being the geeky kid in high school, right? You're not part of any clique. You're on the fringes of all of them. And in high school, least voted, least likely to try and talk. Don't think, just talk. Yeah, high school. All the geeks, all the people that are part of the debate club, all the people that are out there, doing things for the community and random junk that everybody's like, oh, that's so stupid. Why would I waste my time on that? On the fringes of different cliques and groups and often voted least likely to have a good life, right? And then, they go out and they become rock stars. And that is the story of most nerds. So, you know, I, 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 I don't know. My mom was always like, watch those nerds, they'll go far. And I think it was her way of trying to say, it's going to be okay. You'll be okay one day. So let's move on. And so this is another one. Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple working on multiple potential investments and acquisitions. 1 billion X rapid volume by the end of 2020. What? Wow, I would $1 billion, not just 1 billion token volume, $1 billion in X rapid volume by the end of 2020. So there's just so much good stuff to talk about in our community. I feel like we are an, like animals in a zoo who are just pet and poke too often that we it just doesn't bother us anymore. And so good news like this hits home. But oh, there we go. There's Lionel out there making his comments and his favorite meme. Um, so let's go over to the comment section because I was up really late last night and my stomach is bothering me today, but in a good way. So let's get to that. So Baba Shipes in here with a big smooch. Mwah! Good morning to you, my friend. He was here for the pre-party, followed by RTB, who also showed up. Good morning. Baba Shipes has been blessed with a wrench. Thank you for being a loyal subscriber. I appreciate you. Ahmed Ali, awesome, fantastic to have you here. Something clever, amazing to have you here. Chris, you made it. Oh my goodness. I guess you have time in your day today. That is fantastic. Happy Friday, my friend. Carl Lewis, awesome to have you here. Jay Vaughn. Oh goodness. Egertina, Ilf. Awesome to have you here. I'm sure I just butchered your name. I apologize. Who else do we have? Abacora 456. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Dansky. This is a party. This is a party. I am so excited. Neptune, WireX CEO called XRP a security. Yeah, the wrath is out there for them. That's one way to get Lionel on your case immediately. Calvin Knight, awesome, great to have you here. Nordic Ann, oh my goodness, pro stream participant right here. I am so proud and happy, honored, all those different words to have you here this morning. Thank you so much for showing up. Destiny Dreamer, fantastic to have you here. Yes, talk to Nordic Ann. She is amazing. Beautiful spirit and soul. Who else? So that is it for our party group. Did the project show up? Oh, and the project. I've been in discussions with him this morning. As I was preparing for my own stream, I was talking to him about his stream. And yeah, that's one guy I want to help with his channel because I think he has potential. So he's going to, and he's only on YouTube. Like, what is up with that? I was like, are you on Twitter? Then I can give you some private feedback. And he's like, no, I'm only on YouTube. And I'm like, oh no, are you sure you want to hear from me in your comments? So let's see if I can convince him to be somewhere else as well so I can give him some awesome feedback and help him grow his channel. So I love you too, Nordic Ann. So today's topic, I was actually shopping for some stuff. I'm actually a Toastmaster. I'm VP of membership for Toastmaster chapter blah blah blah. Ah. So I was shopping for some stuff, and they have these cool cards for conversation starters, and I was like, ooh, I might need those, right? One more thing I need to buy, but this list of things I need to buy is growing longer. I don't even have to go into the mall anymore to find things that I want to buy. But today's conversation is dream jobs and when moon, because maybe you're already doing your dream job, but I want to know what your dream job would be, right? And I think that ties in very, very closely with when moon. What would you do when moon? Right? I have all these different visions of allure, and I heard somebody yesterday mention what their when moon was, and I was like, yeah, that sounds a little bit more likely. Right? Do I really want to be out at the theme park or what would I want to do? So, behind the scenes, if you can't think of anything that you want to put in the chat, those are two things that I want to hear about, and we're going to be talking about that. So, this is the article that we were just briefly talking about. Brad Garlinghouse, XRP, working on multiple potential investments and acquisitions. $1 billion X rapid volume by the end of 2020, which is awesome. And look at this handsome bulk, right? Just amazing. So Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple Labs, gave an interview on Friday at Yahoo Finance. Ooh, He went to his own old stomping grounds, and according to the interview, the MoneyGram deal was only the beginning. Bump, 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 bump. That is what my heart is doing. So I think this is really interesting. So last night I was out on YouTube. I stalk a lot of new creators, content channels, and I stumbled across a live stream, an investing live stream, with like four different people that are in the more traditional investing space, talking about, what kind of investments do they like to invest in. And so of course I have to join the conversation in the most appropriate way possible by asking them about, what do you think about MoneyGram? What do you think about MoneyGram and their partnership with Ripple? And obviously they weren't prepared because they weren't expecting me, and they also weren't expecting a question from me about anything related to cryptocurrencies, but they actually knew who I am. Like, they actually knew who I was at that point. Isn't that sincerely Georgie? And doesn't she talk about XRP? I'm like, yeah, winning. These people know who I am out there right in front of your face, and they're like, yeah, I'm not really in that space. Yeah, XRP won't go up in value. Yeah, MoneyGram, I don't really know what to say. I immediately left that stream because I was like, I'm not here to school you, and I'm not here to change the conversation that's going on into XRP. You guys keep talking about whatever you want to talk about, but as we talk about all these different things that are happening in the traditional world with inverted yield curves, and being the most outstanding would that work? No. Um, Most outstanding, market right now in the US, and just different central banks around the globe, cutting their interest rates. I'm like, yeah, I'm happy I'm not there. I forgot to transition this. I was up till very, actually, I guess I didn't. I guess that's just what it looks like. I was up till very late last night, and I have comments here. Oh, Auntie, awesome to have you here this morning. This woman is trying to make me cook better. She does not realize that the things in my fridge are like nuts, eggs, cheese, and some vegetables. I have a lot of avocados. I do keto, and she is all about cooking good food. I go to her channel, and it's just good food. She makes me hungry. I'm not ugh. So the project, and Auntie, you guys should both definitely connect. You guys are both high quality YouTube people who know how to grow, and you are girl boss certified, both of you. So I hope you guys will connect. So Jim, where's Jim? That's what I want to know. Dansky says, my dream job is driving the Karma bus. Who gets run over? I want to be run over. Run me over with the good karma bus. I want good karma. Drive a good karma bus, right? Run me over multiple times. But yeah, that karma bus comes back, and you never know when it's going to hit. XRP scan, awesome to have you here. I think it might be your first time in the chat. That is awesome. Bubba Shipe says, in the Class A RV project, seeing the states. Yes. So the project is actually, I believe, in the UK. So talking to people across the pond, Calvin Knight says, if Brad is handsome, then I am a walking perfection. I look like David Schwartz. Mixed with Roseanne. Ooh, yes, talking about Wen Moon. Is it here? Yes, Wen Moon. There's not very many posts ahead of me in the Wen Moon stream, because I use that all the time as part of a sentence. But just down here, after some, like, who the heck needs Jack in the Box? This is the stuff I'm talking about that I'm putting in my stream that I definitely don't need, right? They put some good stuff about technology, but here we go. Ah, this is the tweet I mentioned yesterday about that I was responding to Bob Way about DEF CON. I wish, and his question was like, hey, I'll be at DEF CON. Anybody going to come meet me? And Zbits actually reached out. Zbits, who's a member of the XRP community, reached out and said, I'm coming. I want a picture with you. So I guess they're meeting at DEF CON. Zbits, if you watch the stream today, don't put your credit card or your ATM card into any of the ATMs near that where the conference is going on. Actually go to a bank, a regular bank, and use an ATM there, because you'll have, DEF CON is a hacker conference that happens in Vegas every year. And yeah, you go, I attend training at work, and one of our sessions was about, you know, just getting involved, plugging in, upgrading your skills, getting your certification as a security professional. And our teacher was talking about DEF CON and how he goes every year. Wish I could go. And just, one of those places where you don't get on, you do not use Wi-Fi. Actually, maybe you just want your phone turned off because you don't even know what, this is a place where they're talking about emerging hacking techniques, where they're selling tools for hacking in their convention area. And so, ZBits, if you're out there, if you go to meet up with Bob Way anywhere near DEF CON, please, please, please do everything safe. Use a different email. There's just a ton of different things that you need to do. So enough about DEF CON. Back to my tweet. So I wish DEF CON with Bob Way, that would be magical. It would really be magical. But I did South by Southwest, so I could oogle Joel Katz from the front row instead. Yes, I did. So attending conferences would be my one moon activity. I look forward to doing it, and there's so many great conferences. So there is Joel Katz. I was like, boop, 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 boop. Oh, I guess you guys can't see this. You guys can't see my mouse. That's too bad. So you see where this S is right here? I was like right here, front row. 2 seats. So one seat, so think of an aisle. So you have one seat and then you have one seat over, and that's where I was. And I met the coolest guy who really was inspirational. And he was like, yeah, if you're into this, you should definitely, get into the crypto game. He was he's a creator. What is his channel? He actually does more of a live stream. But he got a free ticket to South by Southwest. It's like a really expensive ticket. It's a $3,000 ticket to go to 10 days. I wasted is the wrong word. Let me close that. Sorry. Reopen, close tab. Please be where I was. Thank you very much. But he got a free ticket to South by Southwest, which is awesome. So I am working on my free tickets to conferences around the globe. That's my when moon activity. And it was awesome to see Joel Katz live and in person. So they booked one of the largest rooms for the presentation that he was making, and it was full. It was, I actually got the VIP ticket to go in here because every morning you get to elect for, like, every morning starting at 8 a.m., you're able to elect what activities you would be attending for the next day. And so this is the one that I was just ready to push that Ticketmaster button. I'm in here. So I had the VIP early access. So that's how I was able to get my seat. And then I just sat, continued to sit there through all of the rest of the presentations that went on. Being at South by Southwest was like being at Disneyland for the first time. I was so overwhelmed. I was there for 10 days, but it was awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's see what else is going on in here. If Yes, Calvin, you're just a walking picture of perfection, I am sure. Crypto Seafood, good morning. So happy to have you. Janu, welcome. Welcome back. Yes, I hope you sent my message to DAI. Boop, 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 boop. I love your channel. Yes, Peru Crypto, good morning, my friend. Loving what you do. He actually goes live on Twitter, I believe at 6:30 in the morning, every day on his way to work. Great place to be if you are up that early. I am just opening my eyes, and currently I'm on the Nerd of the North channel at that time, dancing it out in my apartment. So if you live close to me, you should come. RTB says, even Bob doesn't say hi. No love for me today. I have love for you, RTB. Hi, I love you. What else? Yes, please smash that like button. Thank you, the project. What did Carl say? I have a ticket for Elbert, but my auntie got sick and I couldn't go. True story. Elbert, who is that? Who is that, Carl? I need to go look at this. So, oh, there's the alarm I set for yesterday. Oh no, what's going on? What is going? Oh, I'm sitting here watching the project. Hello, hello, hello. What's up? Okay. Oh, he's just such a little cutie. So, yes, I have feedback for that guy, but yes, I've been watching his stuff with vigor. trying to help him grow. Good morning, Bob Moneybag. So, you guys, I got to talk about my tummy ache. I got to talk about my tummy ache. Oh my goodness, that's a one moon one. This, oh yes, I wanted to figure out who this person is. Carl had images. Always go to images. This guy? You were going to see this Rico Suave? Ooh. Oh. I feel really sad that you weren't able to go. He looks amazing. Look at him holding that mic there. Wow. He reminds me of AJ. I bet you he comes up with some really good jokes. So, as you guys know, yesterday I went out and hey, I Beauty, awesome to have you here. I guess you saw some of my feedback on your channel yesterday. Great channel and keep at it, girl. Those videos about oh, yeah. I saw your video this morning and I was like, I'm washing my face. What the heck is this? But I really do think that you should keep going with the weigh-ins. I think it's a great idea. And I actually want to challenge you, but I'll talk about that on your video. So keep growing, girl. So dream jobs. So yesterday, you guys know that I was supposed to go meet with a bigwig at work. It went exactly as I thought. Exactly. Yep, they were higher than now a little bit, which is fantastic. They don't get to where they are without having some pomp. But it was a great meeting, and ended up talking to my boss afterwards about the fact that hey, I just finished talking to these people, and I I guess I'm gonna do it. And RTB, yesterday, I was talking to him, and he was like, "You should apply at Ripple," and so I did it. I did it, and now my stomach's all like, whoop, 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 whoop. I feel like I'm on a roller coaster because I did it. This would be my dream job to actually work at Ripple, like, and so I applied for a job, and let's see. I applied for a job that I think I'd be well suited for. So now I'm not telling you guys which job because I know you'll all go out and do it. Because when I look at the people that work at Ripple, all I see are a bunch of geniuses with extensive experience and awesome. And this would just be such an awesome place to work. I used to work in San Francisco. Like, look at the food just sitting there. Like, you know what it says? Don't go home. Just work. Just work today. There's no need to go home. We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner right here. Why do you need to go home? Put a cot under your bed. That's what a lot of startups in San Francisco are like. It's a great place to work. They have some diversity pictures out here and they get it done. They have Saturn out here, like, ooh. And so yeah, I applied for a position out here. And one of the things that I think is really great is Ripple is actually on the Forbes best places to work in the Bay Area. Let's open this up in a new tab, right? So in regards to places to work around the globe, Ripple is actually standing out as an awesome place to work. So I'm blessed that I've actually worked at most of the companies that I've worked for in the last 5 to 10 years have been on the best places to work. But yeah, I am totally impressed, and you can go away. So 70 best companies to work for in the Bay Area. I don't care about 70. I just care about Ripple. There we go. Ripple, get you gone with your videos. I hope you guys can see this. I need to zoom out. Oh, yeah, there we go. Ripple. U.S. headquarters, San Francisco. Number of U.S. employees. We always talk about 200, but they're actually at 235. Total worldwide revenue. Confidential. Oh, something that an employee said. I've never before been at a company where everyone has a clear sense of mission and what the shared goal is. This is obvious from day one. I also love my coworkers, and they make me happy to come to work every day, along with the work itself. Yeah. Yes, yes, I want to work there. Like, look at the awesome furniture. Ah, so awesome. Thank you, Prayru, for the reminder. Please hit the like and subscribe. So Nordic Ann says, go for your dreams. Sincerely, George. Yes. Well, and I just a note, after this streams, I'm going to be hiding this video because I don't know who at my work actually watches my channel, and the last thing they want to hear is that I'm applying for work elsewhere. But the truth of the matter is, I applied here. I don't really have a reason to move at this point. I'm in a pretty cush job, and uh, I work just down the street from where I live. I'll point that direction and that direction and that direction and that direction, so you get no sense of location. Um, and I like not having to go somewhere to go to work. I just get up, walk, go. And I left San Francisco. I used to live right around the corner from where they are. When I as I was like creating my cover letter, I put their address and I was like, I know exactly where this is. I've been inside of this building because if you go into the bank, if you go to the financial district in San Francisco and go into some of the office buildings, these are old is an understatement, bank. They are so beautiful inside. They look like the insides of cathedrals. And, like they say, nothing is built as well as a church other than a bank. So, yeah, I would love to work here. So let's see if they respond back to me. I'm trying to diffuse this feeling in my stomach by just talking about it a lot. So, yes, the project and Beauty Kit, you guys need to connect. Both very good people. XRP, XRP, good day from Aussie. Awesome to have you here. Today it's a little bit crazy. I was up really late working on this because I didn't decide that it was time to submit this application. I've been thinking about it for a long time and stalking their website looking for different jobs. I just didn't find any that I was like, yep, I can do that. I know I can do it. I could hit the ground running day one. It would be a stretch nonetheless, just doing awesome stuff, but I could hit the ground. So I was up really late doing that. So, Chris XRP, now if we mooned, would you continue working for Ripple? Actually, I would continue working for Ripple if we mooned. And here's why. I, you know, after I'm originally a Canadian citizen. After I got my green card, I then started my own side gig. I got out of the corporate thing because I couldn't travel like the average Canadian loves to do up until 35 because we can go to all Commonwealth countries and work there for a year. And did I just give away my age? How fantastic. But instead, I really focused on small, medium-sized businesses and trying to change the world. The startup that I created that took me to San Francisco was actually a startup. It was an app to build apps, right? So you could build apps using your phone. Build an app on your phone that you could publish to the Android store. Not Apple. That's why I hate Apple because they don't allow applications that can morph and change things. So we would actually build an app, and it was a drag and drop interface where you could click together different pieces. It was tough competition. This is at the point when app creators were really in high demand, and I merged with somebody else who was also creating an app creator. That was the one that was really the Android app to create apps. But at the time, I lived in Miami Beach, and I was actually creating mobile optimized websites that would enable small businesses, small businesses in Miami Beach to actually create mobile optimized QR code based advertisements that would allow them to get customers that were walking around to just come into their business during slower times and give them like an awesome deal, thus driving traffic and increasing their revenue. Moving to San Francisco to work on an app to build apps, I wanted to take that out to the rest of the globe because the ways in which mobile devices are being used around the globe is amazing, right? We use cell phones to track elephants in Africa, right? Because it's cheaper than the technology that exists for actually doing chipping and tracking. So, we sort of diverged on that because he was more focused. My co-founder was more focused um, on building technology for large businesses. So, if you look at any of my advertisements on that, I guess they're not up anymore, that existed on Facebook and just on the web, they were all focused on trying to drive small content creators or small entrepreneurs in around the globe to create apps for their local community that would actually serve them in unique and interesting ways. So yeah, I would because I want to change the world, right? I got into mobile. I was retired when I got in retired. Yeah, retired because midlife retirement is better than end of life retirement. Use your retirement when your body is young and you can just go to Miami and go oosh, 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 oosh. Go boating in Tampa Bay, like yeah. So I say retired, but retired and living off my money. So we're getting close to the end of the show. I was up so late last night working on this application. So I'm sorry if this is a little bit like all over the place, but my head is sort of a bit crazy right now because of this application. Um, but it's for a good reason. You have to stretch yourself. You have to reach long and hard for those goals. Bob Moneybags, you said you hate Apple. I like you even more. I hate Apple, but I'm wearing AirPods. My computer is Apple, right? I just bought a brand new computer. Woo! Here's my beautiful $159 keyboard with matching whoop, mouse that matches my computer, and I have two MacBooks. Here's the old MacBook, right? So why do I have a MacBook? Why do I have a MacBook? Yes, I have this on here because this is the workout that I try to do. But this is my first MacBook. I used to be a PC person, but that was my first MacBook that I bought in 2009 when I decided that I was going to do mobile development and just focus in on straight up Android development, Android, Android, Android. So in order to create iOS and Android apps, I was working for a small app development company at that point. You need a MacBook because you can only compile app and you can only compile iOS apps on a MacBook, whereas you can compile Android on either. So I hate Mac. I hate Apple phones. I gave one to my son because I was like, I don't need this crap. He's already lost it, which is fine with me. Most people would be upset when their kid loses their phone, and I'm like, oh well, I knew you were going to lose it anyways. Good riddance. But yeah, I don't like Apple because of the way I believe they limit innovation through their whole app submission process and what it takes to be an Apple developer and to get something into their store. I like I like Android, because of the ease of that. So I think we get a higher level of innovation because you have more creators that nobody would even think of, creating stuff and putting it out there, thus driving larger innovation when other people find it and go, "Oh my goodness, I have an even better idea on this." And then it just escalates. Look at what is happening in the crypto space and you see what I'm talking about. We have a ton of shit coins out there that are just horrible. What the heck is the use case? But by being open and anybody being able to create something, that's where I think you get the most innovation. So, all right, smart enough to get so obviously talking about Bob Moneybags here, RTV says smart enough to get you into a tutu. Yes, exactly. So Bob, when are you biking? When are you biking? Anybody going to CordaCon? Ooh, CordaCon. You know, CordaCon, where the heck is that going to be? I'm scared to click links in here because I don't know CordaCon. CordaCon. Let's see. I don't want to click this because I don't know if it's going to jack up. It actually worked. It's in London. This is what I want to do. I just want to go to conferences. This is what I want to do when Moon is go to conferences. I actually went to the Corda event. They were not happy with having me at their event at South by Southwest because I had some tough questions. It was a developer session, right? Come and learn how to build with the Corda settler, and I was planning, prior to current at the time, I was working on my certification for Corda, and then I was like, yeah, I don't want to develop for it. There's definitely something better. And so I started working on, you'll hate me. Never mind. I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to drive you away. I'm not going to drive you away. But yes, so, and that's actually, this weekend has actually gone in the wrong direction because I wanted to actually sit and work with the XRPL and spend some time in the developer area of not Android, of XRP. So Bob Money, thanks. I'm disgusted, SG. I don't even don't show me anymore. My eyes burn from that crapple. Yeah, I understand. I haven't had a virus. My computer doesn't slow down from, an update. It works every single time. Everything syncs. The good thing about the Apple ecosystem is that they control the entire thing. They control everything from the creation to from the original creation of the idea all the way to the deployment of it. You know, my computer, this whole three-piece setup that you see here was only, and I went top of the line because I have my original computer from 2009, right? And it still works. It's just when I was trying to stream, when I did my coil video, it was so, the processor was really having to work. So I went and bought this one. But, out the door, it was $4,000, right? So this has been an expensive year, but I know this is going to last me, 10 years. Talk to me about, I think you should save your PC. As soon as you go and buy a new one, just put it somewhere, save it, and then we'll have a challenge on whose computer is doing better 10 years from now. That's what convinced me to stick with Apple instead of going and buying a PC, because the price point on a PC would have been a much lower. And it has a solid state hard drive, right? So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do hate their little setup. I don't know if I have one around here because this thing, their new Apple adapter drives me bonkers. I have to buy adapters for adapters. I don't think you can see that, but yeah, this is totally jacked up. But the good thing about this new, what the heck do they call these things? I don't care. But in order to put a USB into your computer, you have to buy an adapter. There's 4 ports, and and you know it's not enough. One, it's not enough, and nothing comes in their little proprietary crap. So you win some, you lose some. Okay, I gotta go. Good night, everybody. Great job. Sincerely, George. Thank you. I have to go. It's that time. Take care, RTV. The controller's double-edged sword. Apple rhymes with Ripple. See the connection here. I've been looking to buy a PC or build a PC. Yes, they're great. Peru, I hate those too. Yeah, the doggle, Seaport. There we go. Thank you so much, Crypto Popo. Awesome to have you here. Apple sounds like fruit, even that eventually spoils. Whatever, Bob. So, guys, this is not my best work, but I stream every day. So I have to find a way to stream every day. I've still got this guy on my screen. There we go. Let's go back to Ripple. So I need your guys' feedback. I need to go to work. That thing I love to do. So I need your guys' feedback. So I am going to start with my 100 subscriber challenge. So everybody that is here today has the opportunity to win 50 XRP. Because we only have so many comments, I'm going to copy all of the comments out of here. I'm going to copy every unique person that's in here. So if you haven't posted a comment in here, post a comment in the chat now. You will be entered to win 50 XRP, and you get double entry. Okay, now the people that comment outside of the chat, if you are the same person, again, that just contributes to the number of entries. So you would have 3 entries, but anybody who wasn't in the stream and contributes outside of the chat will get 1 point, okay? So, and then it'll all be put together. I'm going to find some way to randomize it, and I will share the information so that you guys can see who is included. Yes, please subscribe. That would also help. So 1, okay, 2 plus, I'm making this up right now, plus 1, and then 1 out. All right, and these are rules. So what I want to know is one thing you like about my channel, right? And one thing that you think I should change about my channel. And I'm going to post that as a comment on the outside. But, my goal is to make my channel better. So, the best way to make it better is to actually get feedback from you guys. So what is one thing you like? one thing you think that could get better, and go ahead and be harsh. I don't flipping care, right? You can't hurt me. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me. So I want to hear from you guys because at this point, this is a channel, this is something that I do for myself. I love streaming. I love communicating with you guys. Um, and I want to make it better. It's a constant state of improvement. Javon came up with the idea of having music for the pre-party, and that will be put in place next week. So your feedback will be utilized and put to use. I can't guarantee that it'll be put to use immediately, but it will be put to use to make my channel better and to get more people here for the party. So again, put a comment here. If you haven't commented, hi Sherry, you just made it in for the potential to win 50 XRP. So everybody that's here, I'm going to save all this, copy it so that I'm ready. Actually, I need to do this a different way. I need to do it as live chat. All messages will be, okay, good, awesome, because it messes with me after the stream. So I will then, on Monday, I'm going to run this, and that is how this contest is going to work. So I get something out of it, and you guys get something out of it. So, and it'll probably get even better because I'm driving for feedback, right? It's like the comment on the back of the receipt. Yes, you'll get 10% back if you off next meal if you give us a comment. Tell us how we did. So with that, I am just about out of here. I want to say a big thank you for everybody who showed up. You guys are not thinking enough about your when moon dreams. Honestly, that's the winning comment algorithm. Well, if you have a better idea, Carl, I support you in letting me know. But the people who show up for my stream are the ones that I really care about. The people who leave comments on the outside, they weren't able to make it. I'm sorry. They had to work, not my problem. And the people that are here are the ones that really matter. So I have to have a winning. You know what? You know what? You just made me change my rules. 3-1. 3-1. All right? That's my winning algorithm. So, and I'm going to find a way to randomize it. You guys will see what I'm talking about. So, whatever. Jake Fraud, good job so far. Sincerely, George. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Happy Friday, Nordic. I'm so happy that you're here. Bubba Shipes, first one to comment, last one to comment. I love it. And I look forward to next week. It will be better. There will be a pre-party. Show starts at 8, but there will be a pre-party, and I hope you will come and join us. Jay Vaughn recommended music. There will be music for the pre-party. So I'll see you guys then. Have a great day. I am again tired. It's Friday, and yeah. My show is Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and tomorrow I'm going to a pool party. So I'm off to have fun, but I will find a way to get music out here. Silhouette Park Farm, awesome. Have a great one. To the moon! Over and out. Bye.